late already.
Oh
The
my
age of
god.
30. And we're starting!
And starting off, both runners actually starting in a sanctuary.
Like on Monday.
I didn't see the beginning. And there's a map check already. Both red crystals in Hera and Desert, and the green pendant on Eastern.
That makes it actually quite interesting. Eastern a pendant, but the green pendant.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll see. On Monday, Jem decided to do the Eastern check. And Eri did not. In the end, it paid off for him, since in Eastern there was nothing.
Yep, nothing at all.
Totally different today. This looked just like bombs on the lumberjack ledge.
Some blueberries on the lumberjack. So we're at least not seeing an Agger for the lumberjack.
Although those are the most fun egg seeds, when you just have to do it for a stupid item. Or something you might not need, like a mirror, when you don't know if you have to go into swamp or so. I like those. And again an early blue male. What is this? Is this supposed to be hard mode or not?
Yeah, the early blue male. I mean, it's nice to have. And the flute! Wow!
Spoiled with blue items today.
You ask for a fast seed, maybe you get one.
So flippers or ice rod next?
Flippers.
It has to be blue, right?
I like
burner fits well as well, and the mirror I would count it as blue.
Yes, absolutely. I like how the three blue items are right underneath each other on the tracker.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not. Right.
And now, at 2 minutes, raise everyone for our national anthem.
Raise your arms to the 07. Let's go. Surprisingly. Yeah, go on, sorry.
I feel like the best routing you can possibly have for the flute.
Oh, absolutely. But here's the downside of this. We don't have enough rupees to buy some bombs, and we didn't find some.
Every has a different tactic. Looking if you find some on this way here. Might work for him.
Eri goes to South Shore. Meanwhile, Gem checks library and race game.
Which he cannot do though without bombs.
Yep, but at least he knows there is nothing. And same way for Gem now. Done. To the dam.
Where we will get no bombs as well.
Yep, old man it is. Slowly but surely farming rupees to buy some. Oh well, actually, Ari goes for the bomb chance underneath the forest here. And does not get it. Second try.
But if you're committed, then you're committed, right?
There it is. Yeah, go grab another one. Or maybe not.
Gem is gonna check your beloved uncle.
Yeah, the supposedly almost dead one. And there is Ares' second bomb. And Gem now has enough money to buy him some bomb. Oh!
And more money!
A nice big 100 stack of rupee.
Yeah, I totally agree. With this poor seed, we want something on Zora. Has to be.
Oh, absolutely. Best would be last location. So they have to farm some bombs. That's always fun to do, right? Right.
Oh, there's 300 rupees though. And Zomaria.
Zomaria, nice.
If you get him early, it's quite handy. I mean,
oh yeah,
you know, in some rooms at least. And I'm just a fan of blocks.
Oh yes, blocks are nice. Also, the Zomaria can be a little bit of a troll. Only possible thing it couldn't be is in Maya on Viti himself or Third Rock. It's a bit like Rock, but eh. Eri will actually be very happy to get some bombs here in the chest. And our first glove in the well.
Also, so far, Zomaria is our only weapon.
I mean, it is somewhat useful. You can do the mini-modems pretty well with them, but yeah.
I mean, bombs work fine, but since bombs are also rather scarce, I would prefer Zomaria tactics.
Oh yes, absolutely. So, where to for Eri? Back of escape, obviously.
The question is now, how many chests do you get per bomb? Because that's our main issue right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, and a nice 4-bomb drop from the red. Oh, and there is our flippers, our next blue item. The column is complete.
Wonderful.
And both runners pretty much on the same level here. Now Gem going to Easton. Does Eri do... Yeah, it looks like Hoolihan room to get some Zora money.
Yeah, since Gem was at the uncle, he actually has the money. Close, but he has it. But there are other things besides Zora we have to pay for.
Oh yes. And our man on the bridge gives us the red mail. Which we of course don't get, but it's the green 20 rupee.
You know, you think with like 4 swords he could have given us at least 1. But no, he gives us the mail we can't have.
Yeah. Will the Waterfall Ferry have something nice and useful? Hell no.
Well, a bit of love is always nice, but useful.
Yeah, I mean, some heart containers are nice to have, since we only have like half of them in hard mode.
You don't want to have an unfortunate death somewhere.
Yeah, that's the last thing our runs want to have. So let's see. Will we get a life lessons from Zora like usual? Or will he actually give us something nice?
We still have all of Eastern, like the full closet and.
It's the big life lesson, just the big 20.
Well, I guess the flippers were not the hint item we were looking for. But then again, we have so many chests not opened yet. I mean, we left one of the most popular caves behind.
Yeah, the minimal Dome cave. But we surely will get to see that a little bit later.
First, we're gonna see Sasha's closet. See what the old man hides there.
I think he got something nice for us. Like money and a potion. Well...
That opens sick kit. Not that it is great, but it's at least one more location.
Gem didn't seem to like that one. Pulling on Sasha's house there a little bit. Yeah, popular in the way of item dance. That's absolutely correct, yeah. And actually sniping the right minimal room. Well, the Samaria turned out to be quite handy here.
But I would still say it's popular. There's like rarely a run that skips minimal Dome Cave.
Oh yeah.
It's seen sometimes and done then in the Dark World with Hype Cave. But that's really rare.
Even though we got nothing at all.
Usually
just
like
more
Hype
money.
Cave.
Yep. Exactly.
When Gem realizes it's Eastern this time, he has to go back there.
That would be kind of mean.
I mean, on Monday the same question was basically left. Are we supposed to go into Escape? Or are we supposed to go and do Eastern?
And the answer was Escape. Which it looks like it will be this time again.
Well, I guess it is for Eri, but he also did not check the uncle.
Yep. But I think he might do the Escape.
Well, since he's already here.
Yeah.
But then again, he did not check Sasha yet, so he might want to switch things up compared to Monday.
That's possible. And Gem, I think, now deciding to do the Escape. Yeah, Uncle. He stole Uncle's wallet, absolutely.
I say it's Eastern, just because it's not required since it's a pendant, but it will be required after all. A required double dip for green pendant Eastern. Huh? How's that?
Sounds lovely. 10 out of 10. Would Eastern again.
Would torture runners again.
Oh yes.
It's just statistics. If you make enough bad prophecies, one will come true.
Yeah. I like that. So I don't remember if we actually got the map already. I think we did, right?
We got a key and money. and a heart piece or so from the back of his cape.
Yeah, something like that. There's the map, never mind. So there will be an item in the Dark Cross here.
But it will not be our progression.
Not for now. Because, I mean, it's not a logic, but I mean, there could be something nice. I personally always check Dark Cross if there's an item.
Yeah, I've seen like really like weird things like ice rods that you really don't need until last minute. It's just
Yep.
sitting there from the beginning in the Dark Cross, saying hi.
Yeah, my big old favorite here is actually the hook shot. I had that so many times in there. And Eri actually deciding to go check out Dark Cross. Meanwhile, Gem going up to the mountain for the first time. Spamming his flute like crazy. Nice job.
I mean, with the flute, it is actually in logic for once. Usually, our runners sequence break their way up there.
Gem actually fell down. Very nice view we got here. Totally blackness. And he actually got the uncle.
And I thought Chad likes seeing dark rooms, but maybe not two at the same time.
Yeah. But it might look like this mountain could have something nice for us. There's a red boomerang on Spectacle Rock. Eri deciding to check Agina first. Not a bad idea. Could be a hookshot or the mirror to get further on the mountain.
I say it's Eastern. Go Eastern!
Okay. I mean, you've been right so many times, so... But no, there is the mirror!
Which does open... What? Nothing.
It does open Hera. But you don't have much in the way to progress there.
It's 2 items.
Yep. Could very well
it could be. I mean, you might only get 2 out of Eastern as well, but Eri did not check Sasha yet, so I would suggest he goes there first.
Yep, absolutely.
We have Sora money, but we also know that Sora only gives us 20 rupees for our effort.
Oh wait. I think it was Gem who checked Zora.
Yeah, both checked Zora.
Oh, Eri was... Oh yeah, okay. I missed that completely, but I usually do.
It's gonna be an Eastern skip again.
For Eri, yep. He actually goes up to this mountain now.
I mean, it's understandable with the mirror. Yeah, he's gonna do Sick Kid first. But we already know that doesn't give us much.
First item Eastern. Just some blueberries. And up to Death Mountain we go. And Eri actually saying nope to Old Man for now. I mean, understandable, you don't have much in the way of seeing anything there. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, but Eri obviously is. And there's the Moon Pearl in Eastern, so there
Eastern
Eri has to go.
Yep. Eastern actually totally required. And that was some cash in Super Bunny Cave.
I would expect Gem now to check Agina, because he knows the rest in Eastern was locked by the lamp, so... And he was already on the mountain, so he has to go there.
It looks like our logic progression is on this mountain.
Yes, I mean in this case, I would suggest Hera is not fire locked. Else, this would be a difficult.
And Hera actually having a weapon to kill Troldom with. A nice hammer would be amazing right now in Hera.
I would say it would be the most likely at this point.
Yeah.
Sends us like into desert or something weird.
So what would it be? Not fire locked. That's nice to know.
It was to be expected though, because we were everywhere else.
Yeah.
But they could have had the lamp right there.
Oh, absolutely. Some bombs require the green pendant, so our green pendant is dead. At least until we know what's on pedestal.
Doing this with only Samari as a weapon is gruesome.
Oh yeah. Got up. Yep, falling down here. Respawn the pot so we can kill the last one. And flip the switch.
Yeah, Gem had a bit of a better run through that room.
Yeah.
Thank God there are so many pots here.
And there is the hammer!
The fire rod is an ice palace.
Oh wow, Eri falls down. That's gonna be a long way back up. Gem looking fine on this setup. Yep. So now we have our Dark World access and can actually check the right side of this mountain now. Ooh, Gem falling down. Giving Eri a little bit time to catch back up.
I'm not even, like, sure why he even went up there, but...
He tried to go through the bumper to save a little bit of time. I don't know if it's... Yeah, like Eri did just now.
Yeah, he looked so far towards the like top half of the screen. I was like, is something wrong with my eyesight? It looked almost like he just walked deliberately in that hole. And thank you, we have an item locked in the basement.
That's
Isn't
always
that great?
nice. Yep. It is amazing. So, right side of this mountain, and then down to the Dark World, I would think.
At least both had a good fight against Trolldom with the hammer.
Oh yeah. There is the lamp up there. On Floating Island.
I mean, for now, you might want to pick it up.
If we could. But we can't.
We know... Well, we know that we have our fire source in Ice Palace.
Yeah, but you need bombers for that. And that could be a bit of a struggle to get.
Yes. Which is amazing, though.
I mean, we will need bombers anyway, pretty much.
But like I said, there might be a chance you need the lamp before you be able to get the fire rod.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, bombers might be in that Hera basement.
Absolutely possible.
That would be hilarious.
That would be mean, is what it is. That would be very much mean. And we got a swagnet here in Paradox Cave.
Now nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, we can catch us some fairies. Ooh, nice triple kill on the mini Moldoms. But Paradox Cave, absolutely empty. Well, of course, besides the swagnet. Because so many people love the swagnet.
Well, I'm not gonna say no to the 2 heart containers they got from that 1 heart piece and that 1 full container.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go into the pretty dark world.
Yeah, Eri won't, because he will go to Eastern first. Map check, we got dependence in Thieves Town and Swamp.
Which is genius, because, you know, Swamp access. Maybe the shot is in Swamp.
Oh yeah.
In Pendant Swamp.
Absolutely possible.
The potential of the seed to be so trolly.
Yeah, don't you like to see such a trolley seed on the final?
Always. And there was our single arrow. So that one is out of the unique item pool.
Just the big middle finger. Will Gem actually go into Swamp right now? No, he won't. Never mind.
He's probably gonna check what he can check here now.
Yeah, K45, Stumpy, Digging Game. I mean, Swamp Hint could be the Root Hint, but what are the chances?
Not too bad, actually.
Maybe.
Also regarding other things, I mean, the single arrow is out, the swagnet is out, the red meringue is out, we already have that.
So there isn't a lot of potential for trolley unique item hints. And there is the moon pearl for Eri. Actually deciding to check the big chest here. And more money from the digging game.
Ejem did decide against going through the dark rooms.
I mean, at the point he was at, it's Understandable. He knew there couldn't be a direct progressive item. He didn't have a lot of items in terms to navigate through the dark room. It's understandable.
But if Eri finds something, that's quite huge.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna check the big chest now, and then he's out of here.
Nice bush guard. And some blueberries in the big chest.
Jem is deciding against the Skullwood dip.
I mean, there's always potential there could be a nice item.
I mean, in all fairness, it's not more likely than like in usual runs, since you usually don't expect to find a fire rod right in Skullwoods. We now know it can't be there, but the chances did not really, or the odds did not really get worse for the check.
I mean, he still could find his mids there, which leads to the fire rod. But at least he finally got his first sword. And down to Thieves Town we go. I think he will check the first 4 items and nope the hell out of. And there's Bombos. Oh my god.
That's sad.
Yeah, there was so much potential.
Just wait.
Come on, Ether, come on.
But looking at this, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be out of here after the first 4.
Oh yeah. There's the big key, and now Ether, come on, give us the meme. Ah, almost.
Next time.
I mean, 2 medallions in the first 2 chests in Thieves Town. That. And there is our ice rod. So no ice rod hunting this game.
Well, then it has to be the hookshot in Swamp to troll us. Something has to troll us.
I mean, I could guess that Gem would not need the hookshot because he can harbor. And we don't necessarily need the hookshot for anything else here.
I can still put the bow on Argus. Okay, I can do that.
Absolutely. And now Eri finally getting up into the dark world here.
Gem finding his master sword.
Yep, very much nice to have. Checking out the last chest here. That's one of the nice rooms. The Zomaria comes in handy.
Yeah, it's by far like the best.
Oh yeah. Dragging that statue onto the button can be so aggravating.
So let's see our options. There's Pod. We might be bowlocked, but it's still there. Yes, my beloved swamp.
I mean, I like swamp. I'm a big defender of never skip left side swamp.
I mean, if you go into swamp in this situation, it would obviously always be a left side swamp clear.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a graveyard, let's check.
Yeah, and after that, I can see him go up to catfish and then down to pot.
Because I mean, pot has a lot of items, and there's only a chance it's bow locked.
Yep.
And we have a potion for a potion glitch.
Yeah, Josh, same. Same.
This is a good thing at render, though. A terrible decision can be really good.
Oh, absolutely. Mine never are, but eh.
There's always hope.
I mean, I got like 7s in one of the dailies one time. Except for that, I'm always pretty far on the bottom list.
But it means we get more commentary time with you. So I see that as a win.
You're so lovely.
Yeah, I haven't found out what our German friends want from us now. Do they want us to commentate about food in English, or do they want us to commentate about English food?
Questionable. But yeah, for our chat here, Sia and I are pretty well known to always talk about food when we commentate together. Like always.
But this is also because all the races are usually after work, after dinner.
Oh yeah. Oh, good old German bratwurst. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do sometimes miss things like like Nürnberger or something. You know, just for the nostalgic feeling.
You don't have Nürnberger up there?
Not in regular stores. They might be sometimes they're on a seasonal offer or something, but it's not like a standard thing they eat. But you know, you have to live with some changes.
I mean, what do they eat in Sweden up there? I think a lot of fish, maybe?
Well, of course they do eat fish, but a lot depends on. I don't feel like it's super excessive. They eat a lot of meat, a lot of pork.
Same.
And they eat other sausages, so it's not like, but really it's a lot of pork and a lot of meat in general. And heavy food, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of chicken, I must say. I like chicken.
And one thing that I found really great was that the chicken here is really good quality. So if you buy meat here, that's really nice. And we see our Mad Batter. Our first fetch quest.
Oh yeah, schnitzel. And of course, don't forget the popular sauerkraut, which I am personally not a fan of, I must say. Yeah, ooh, sauerkraut. That's absolutely what I think.
But for now, Jem did more checks than Eri, but didn't get anything out of doing them. And Eri is doing some checks now that Jem didn't do because he knocked out of Feastown after the first 4. So we'll see if that is a gamble that pays off or not.
And that looks like a swamp play to me. I mean, I'm totally up for Aries' decision. I would absolutely clear Thieves Town.
I mean, at that point, it's Pendant Thieves Town, Pendant Swamp, or looking into Pod. So since he's already there, we should say, okay, I'll just go and look. I have the hammer, so that will not be an issue.
Mm-hmm. Wanting to grab a heart and losing a heart on the way. That's a shame.
The swamp hint is just a troll hint.
And there's yeah, the bloomerang. Some call it the best bloomerang. I don't care. I don't care about any boomerang. Oh, Garrison. I mean, Mettbrötchen. Yes, absolutely. I would eat all of them.
All of them.
Yes, all of them.
All of them in entire Germany.
All of them.
And if it takes me years.
If it takes the full lifetime, I would eat all of them. If I not die doing it.
I mean, no.
Oh my god, there's the hookshot on blind.
This might be huge. At least it's practical.
I know some runners who would definitely last location. Pendant Thieves Town. I mean, as I said, Gem doesn't necessarily need the hookshot if behind the hookshot isn't anything, but there are good chances that there is something behind the hookshot.
Yeah, the thing is though, this is one progression item we found that is new, that opens new locations we didn't have before. So this might actually be our logical path. And then that's really, really bad for Jim, because then he also has to come back into Swamp.
Yeah, with that now, I see Eri ahead a little bit.
I mean, in all fairness, this can't be that long until Jim comes back. If the hookshot is our next progression item in the chain, he will not get very far without going to Thieves Town. There's not much to sequence break, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. Gem probably will go back to Thieves Town to get the hookshot not very late, but he will have to go back to Thieves Town first and possibly go back to Swamp as well.
I mean, he's gonna go to Pod first.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely. But then if there comes nothing out of it, he will know that he has to go to Thieves Town, and then if he finds the hookshot, he will know that he has to go back to Swamp. It's a pretty clear thing then.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He said he also has to do left side, the slow way.
And what for? There's the map on the left side. And one more item. Because I think we also already found... Yeah, we found the map in the first chest. And there are some blueberries. Yep.
So if Eri finds his progression in the back, he will probably skip the left side and will probably even be better off for it.
I mean, at this point, I would definitely not skip left side swarm. I mean, we know there isn't anything, but the chance that there is anything, in Eri's view, there could be something progressive.
Yes, but if he finds something on the regular backside of swamp, he'll be out.
Hey, I'm not sure about that. He might.
I mean, it would be cruel if it would be the bow. That would just be cruel.
Oh, that would be very much bad for Gem.
And it's just in a very clears all 3 dungeons in one go, and Gem has to double dip all 3. Unnecessarily, that would just be so harsh.
Oh, there is the mid, so Gem will definitely have to get the hookshot.
Bitter.
And oh wow! Eri got his boots.
This is Eri got his boots, not just someone got his boots. It's Eri we're talking
it's Eri.
about.
Give Eri his boots and he's off. He's probably very, very happy.
And that's a huge lead for him now.
Also, 2 out of our 3 pendants is absolutely required here. I mean, now, with 2 major items, I would think Eri will screw left side for sure.
Especially since it's the mids.
Oh yeah, and the boots. Don't forget about the boots.
The boots just don't open as much, but the mids open everything. Especially, you know, your fire rod is an ice palace. You have everything you need to go there.
Oh yeah. So Eri will leave behind 2 items here if he decides to nope out of swamp. And yeah, of course, that means double dip for Gem into Thiefstown and into swamp. So Eri decides to, of course, get his fire rod immediately.
I mean, it's a very good decision. And then he can just... I mean, this is the thing is, he's probably also trying to dodge pot until he gets the bow. Because he can check Meyer for the medallion and then full clear it if he can get into. We have some Mario already. And with boots and hookshot you get in. I mean, how many more items do you want to get into Meyer? If you have the medallion, which is a good chance, and be next on the list. We can clear out Skull Woods with the fire rod we get here.
Yeah, that's a huge thing here for Eri.
Also desert with the mirror and the flute. He has the boots, so it boots locked, screw locked. He gets the fire rod, has access to the boss. I mean, there's a high chance he's not gonna be in pod until he can full clear it.
And there it is already. So basically, Eri can pretty much full clear 3 dungeons now.
Possibly even 4 when we get into Meyer.
What's the 4th that I missed? Ice Palace, Scarwoods, Desert.
The 3. Meyer's 4.
Oh, of course, I forgot. I forgot about Ice Palace. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
And now he gets the peaceful hint that he doesn't have to go to Left Side Swamp, and he did the right choice.
Yeah, that's very, very good for Eri. I mean, there could be something in the big chest, but the chances aren't very high. And Gem, absolutely nothing in pot. So I guess now it's back to Steve's turn. Oh yeah, absolutely. Gem got Ether in the dark in pot. Okay, never mind then. At least he can for sure get into Maya and Turtle Rock now.
But it's not too bad, because if Eri is locked out of those dungeons, he will end up in pot. Because he can clear the rest. And he already checked everything in Eastern. But what he could, at least, besides the boss.
I actually forgot. Eri can pretty much clear 5 dungeons. He can also clear Turtle Rock now. If he gets into it, of course.
He has 3 for sure. And 2 probably, possibly.
So, I mean, actually, Eri is 1 item away from go mode, and that's the bow. Well, of course, if the medallion isn't required. Ether. Then, if Eri finds the bow now, he's absolutely in go mode. Of course, with the background that Ether isn't required.
The problem with the bow is it can also be basically everywhere besides on Helmasaur and Helma's Knights.
I guess Eri already found all 3 items here in Ice Palace because he skipped the chest there. And Spike Cave for Gem leads to nothing at all. So now back to Thieves Town, Gem. Again, looting to 3.
Yeah, that has to be the Thieves Town play now.
I mean, it's kind of safe to say Eri has a very nice lead here.
It's because since Ether was in pod, that's basically the first place he's gonna look if he doesn't get access to the remaining 2 dungeons.
Yeah, pretty surely. And Eri now got his 2nd crystal. And let's see what he will go for next. Probably checking out Maya, combining with Desert, I would think.
He might clear out Skullwoods first.
Nah, I think he will keep that for later. Yeah, he's going to the Maya area.
We found 1 sword there. I don't remember if we found something else.
No, there is 1 item left in Swamp, actually. Was that Quake? It absolutely was Quake, so Eri can go into Maya now.
That's nice for him. I mean, even if he does not get into Turtle Rock on the way up, he has so much to look at, with Hookshot Cave also available.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I would be at Aries' place here, I would totally go for Mire and Desert. Then Scar Woods, and then go up to the mountain. If he doesn't find the bow on the way. Mushroom in the purple chest. Sorry, I'm talking too much.
The last time that happened, you know what was on that mushroom? The boots. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, I remember that one very much.
I would very, very much hope for Gem that if he does the second round in Swamp, he's gonna full clear it to the boss and not mope out after the mids. Because just the thought of having to go there a third time should scare you enough.
I mean, it's very much possible that he will do it. And that means the last item in Desert is on Landmolar itself.
Good thing we now have our fire source.
Oh yeah. So I mean, the Maya Darkroom isn't really the nicest one. But at this point, both of them can do it without a problem.
Yeah, Eri most definitely will.
Yeah, I mean, we are in the finals. Our runners know how to Darkroom. And also a perfectly scripted blind from Gem, getting his hookshot, leaving a rage slash.
Yeah, but you can understand that.
Oh yeah. Pretty much last locating his... Oh my god. I'm missing the word here.
Yes, it's so bitter. I know. I really feel for him in this situation, you know? You have to go back and then be told you have to go back into fucking Swamp.
Yep.
And you're already 1 hour in the seed.
Progression item was the thing I was looking for, yeah. Last location, his progression item is always very disgusting.
Yeah, but the irony is that basically that means that he would have hoped for any other item than the hookshot at this point.
Yep. Meanwhile, Eri getting a nice blue bottle here.
It's good for him, if you remember what happened with Ganon on Monday.
And Eri actually deciding to not go into Maya. He will go check his boots locations and his cape location, the bumper ledge. Which bumper ledge we know has nothing. Also, above the post has nothing.
In all fairness, he knows he's the bow away from go mode.
Okay, never mind. He actually is doing Skywards now. I mean, yeah, okay. Why not?
I mean, it makes literally no difference since you like sit from the flute spot. You're like as fast in Maya that if you go around again from desert.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
if this one item is the bow, might change his decision even.
Well, maybe he's hoping for the bow actually to get an easier witty fight, but there is his mitts, and Gem will get his boots. Not deciding to nope out of there after the mitts. And now he's noping out.
Hey, there was no more items left, was there? I'm
Yes,
not even sure what.
There was. I mean, Argus gave the big key, and the big chest should have an item left.
I just remember we found the map, but I can't really remember if we found the compass.
The compass was in the first chest.
The compass was in the compass chest. No.
Yeah.
Or in the first chest.
In the second first chest. Eri getting rid of his moss nice and quickly, going back in to get his last item here. If that's the bow, he's in bow mode.
The funny thing is, if you look at the struggles they have, if they come to any boss fight, you know, the boss just melts. You just have to blink it, it's gone.
Oh yeah. And again, for the information part here, if Eri wins this match, this isn't over. Since we are playing best of 3 here, and Eri got here from the loser bracket in the tournament, they will have to do a second best of 3 match after this.
No, but he does this. I like this play a lot, actually, because you get to check the locations on the way up and you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, a Plander wouldn't be that nice to leave 2 major items right behind each other. And Turtle Rock is Bomber, so the Ether from pot was absolutely not required.
Now with that said, I think Eri is gonna clear this here first, because there's not much to go mode here. And I think he looks at the potential of go moding Meyer, if he finds the bow first.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, still he would have to climb the mountain another time.
I think he took his chances of the bow not being in Meyer, and he has to do it anyway. And the go moding question is also, okay, that's the bow.
Never mind, we are in go mode now. Eri at 1 hour 4 minutes is 100% in his go mode. And actually picking up that lamp to get through Maya better, easier, nicer.
Oh, you have to see also he has pot still left, and actually overall I guess this might actually even the time out or save a bit of time. At least it's, you know, nice.
Yeah, I mean the big key in pot was pretty far at the back. I think it was in a U-turn dark room. But I don't remember. I mean, our runners are very much capable to do Master Sword Silverless. And now that he knows he's in go mode, he will leave Turtle Rock to the last. Going to pot first, then back to Maya.
I guess, yeah, you gotta put his decision on what he finds, since there's still a chance to get a sword upgrade or silver arrows.
Yeah, and pot is absolutely the easiest dungeon to finish with Master Sword.
Well, he has the bow now though, so Viti is not the biggest problem anymore.
Absolutely.
And
But
we
still,
can't use silvers anyway on him.
But still, tempered would be very, very nice on Viti. So he's taking the chance for that tempered.
Yes, I would say it makes total sense to me. I would do it the same way as well. And also possibly then just, you know, say, I don't care. I just go mode Maya in any case, because it's so much faster and no time save left for me. And that's all of Turtle Rock, where, you know, there's so much to get. And I mean, just because we can't get butter sword doesn't mean you don't have 2 more sword upgrade lying around. So there's a good chance he finds 1 on the way.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, this can very well be decided at Ganon himself. Because in the first match we saw Eri struggle kind of a lot on Ganon.
But this time he has a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe because it's a shorter game, and also because I think he now feels much more confident in his play than he did the game before, you know. When you add Ganon at 2 hours, it's like a very different feeling, like you see him do now, you know. 1 hour, 7 minutes in, you're in go mode, you have cleared a lot of dungeons already. It feels a lot better than it did on Monday.
Oh yeah.
With almost 2 hours at Ganon, I mean, you literally stand there and think every second it's over, it's over, it's over.
Absolutely correct.
I mean, I don't know any runner that doesn't think he's gonna lose the race if he full cleared the whole game.
Yeah, I would think so, very much. Especially against those two. I mean, personally, for myself, I think the only way I could win against those two is if they miss track or something. And what are the chances?
I mean, you would have found the hookshot, so you would at least be a bit ahead of Gem, but I'm not sure if it would be enough.
Yeah, absolutely. And 4 nice hammer hits into Helmosaur, and he's down. And the last
fairness, Gem is gonna hit his go mode very soon as well, since he decided to route this first.
Oh yeah. But he still has desert to clear, which Eri already done, and now, and of course, now Palace of Darkness. I mean, it will go fast for Gem to clear Palace of Darkness, but yeah.
I mean, They're not so far apart, but I mean, for those two, those few minutes are actually quite a lot.
Oh yeah. And Jam also deciding to pick up his lamp.
I'm very sorry if we're telling some spoilers, but since this is a connected series, we kind of don't want to miss out on referencing the first match if it stares in our face. You had 2 days to watch it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could have watched it live on Monday itself.
I mean, it depends on where you are. I mean, for us, we can always say not much excuse what you're doing at 9 in the evening here in Europe.
Sleeping because my alarm goes off on 5 in the morning.
So you're working overtime for me?
I mean, I mostly don't sleep to 11 anyway, so
Don't know how you people do that. I just sleep at like 7 hours at least.
Oh no, I mostly have like 5. And I'm working overtime on my work at the moment, so...
Wait till you're 30.
Oh, I will be 30 pretty much soon. Next year, yeah. Looking forward to it. Not.
Would be the first. More small keys.
I feel old.
You're still younger than me.
Just a little bit, I mean, come on. I mean, you still sound younger than me. There's that.
I'm probably gonna still do that when I'm 80.
Probably. Harry checking the big chest in the hope for his tempered sword, but it's only a piece of armor.
It's quite thorough.
I mean, it's quick to check. If I get tempered, or maybe even the silvers, I would absolutely love that.
It's funny how you get the illusion that they're much closer than they actually are.
And Eri doing the same thing he did on Monday, bonking the Somalia block away. Actually getting the spooky action glitch here. And that's very nice. That's a little bit of time save.
I mean, there are a couple of ways to set it up, even at this point. I know none of those. Or like,
Same.
I can't perform one of those. Let's just say it like that.
Same.
That's why I'm a commentator and not a runner in this tournament.
I would have been a runner almost, but I decided not to because, I mean, I started playing Rando like 2 weeks before the tournament started. So I said, no thank you.
There's gonna be a next one.
Oh, and I will absolutely participate on that. And I would absolutely lose on that.
No, I'm gonna commentate for you and you're gonna win.
Oh, that would be so kind.
So here we go. Only Turtle Rock left.
Ooh, Gem having to look out a bit. He's one hit away from dying. But now it should be a piece of cake. And Eri up to his last crystal. While Gem still has to clear 2 other dungeons before that.
As we can see when Eri enters Turtle Rock, and we can see the difference when Gem arrives there, since he will do Turtle Rock last as well.
Yep.
I mean, no doubts about that.
Absolutely.
The dead rocks today are quite nice. Hope I didn't jinx anyone now.
You jinxed Gem now for sure. Dead rocks are never nice to me. Never.
At least today Gem didn't forget to pick up the big key.
Yep, that happened.
I mean, if we compare the game from Monday with this, I feel like just because how much better it went for Eri, I just think he also feels a lot better.
Yeah, if you had one win, you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yes, and this went a lot better for him than the game on Monday did.
Oh yeah.
There's our big key.
And not missing that bottom left chest. For, yep, the small key. 2 small keys in the front, that's, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with Turtle Rock, because of the keys, you rarely can skip anything besides, in the end, Laser Bridge. Which I don't think Eri will do. The way he played this, he's gonna check.
Yeah, he's probably gonna check for the tempered or the silvers.
More glue!
I mean, that's nice to have.
Yes, if he doesn't find the silvers, I mean, he has enough green potion and blue potion to waste all his magic on fire rod shots for torches.
Oh yes. Yeah, but he skipped at least the lava chest.
I mean, at some point you could also look what your opponent would do. So if you both skip the same chests, you feel pretty safe about that, then if there's silvers in there, then you probably both skipped it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is more of like less a standard play. Doesn't mean people don't surprise us. They actually do quite often.
Oh yeah. And there is the silvers in the big chest in Turtle Rock. That's big. That's very big.
That's how you get really pumped, you know? You make a decision to skip something and then you get the reward in the next chest and then you feel so much better about your decision.
Oh,
Instantly.
I would feel so amazing about that.
With all of those potions, you can go full cape strats if you want to.
Oh, absolutely, I would.
I mean, even if things are a bit rough, like on Monday, there's no chance that Eri would die today.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with Master Sword and the cape, because your cape is draining a huge amount of your energy. And spins take a lot of time. So you probably only will get 2 hits. Oh, and there is the tempered. Oh my god. Now, that's an easy Ganon right there for Eri.
Yes, it actually can't get any easier.
Nope. He pretty much has his full equipment, well, except for the shields, but that's the thing nobody cares about. And with that, I mean, I don't want to predict anything here, but it looks very good for Eri.
At least he has the possibility for a lot of Ganon falls now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think he will fall down with Tempered and Silvers on Ganon. I don't actually remember. They were on Tempered Silverless on Monday, right?
No, they had silvers.
And Tempered?
Yes, it was just Eri in the first phase, just not being very careful. I mean, this is blue mail, so it hurts a bit. So if you hug Ganon a few times, it's over.
Yeah.
And he always took this like last minute sniper bat when it was almost over.
Oh yeah, right, I remember. Oh, we forgot the big key guessing game, right?
Well, then we're gonna...
Yeah, very quickly, very quickly. You have 22 locations in Gans Tower for the big key. Yeah, put your guesses in the chat, and you may earn some pride on the leaderboard. I hope that was quick enough. I mean, I left out a lot, but I didn't have a lot of time.
I mean, most people do know the game.
Yeah, true. So we are up to number 3. We got the big key in chest number 3 here, and for that, it looks like Tanvir got his win with number 4.
But it was really unfair for Eri to find silvers and tempered in the last stretch of Turtle Rock. And then doing Turtle Rock last is also always unfair for a poor guessing game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Tanvir is a little bit of a witch. A little bit. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, Dark Magician does pay off. Why is it our fault?
You cursed this whole tournament. We
yeah,
didn't
right.
do anything.
Right. An additional point, yep. I mean, mistakes have happened.
Yeah, but those are different leaderboards anyway.
I think it's actually connected.
Is it?
It did show the leaderboard of our German tournament on Monday.
Oh, that's
So
lovely.
I don't know.
We can wait till everyone is gone and then we squeeze you in. So do you even have a chance to catch back up to old Demi by now?
He probably has a little bit of chance. It's tight. Okay. Both on 13 wins on a guessing game. I mean, mistakes have happened. That's actually the first time the two of us forgot about that hard.
That's because we usually have Shalini on our side doing it for us.
Well, Tanvir, too bad.
So while Tanvir has his depressions, Eriror almost finished the whole climb. Now at Trolldom 2.
Yeah, forget about Tanvir. We are in the game here, and Eri got his Trolldom 2 down, and now up to only Aga 2 and Ganon himself. Yeah, right, there is no logic, it's all rigged anyway. Cough, cough. No, it's of course all going according to the rules and all, yeah. So, double hit for Eri on Agatu. And another one. That is another double hit, so Eri has finished off Agatu and is now down to Ganon.
Yes, some blue balls don't stop him.
Ooh, Gem has a little bit of problem with Trinex here.
But the magic sufficed.
Hi, Hoshi. Yeah, who expects anything from Tanvir?
Even Ganon wants to destroy Tanvir's hopes and dreams, see?
Yep. Who doesn't? Right? And very quick first cycle here for Eri. Again, pretty low on Ganon. But he decides to take his blue potion here.
Like I predicted, he didn't want to have the same scenario as on Monday.
Oh yeah. And now he finished off the hardest cycles. And actually Ganon very nice with his teleports today. And is that a double hit? Yes, it is. And another one. And down goes Ganon. We got our pork chops. And therefore, Eri is the winner of the first match here. And we will have more rando of Eri and Gems, because they will have now to do another best out of 3 match.
Yes, it's Groundhog Day, guys. We're gonna do another best of 3 for those two, because of our double elimination.
Yeah, shout out your GGs for Eri. He did very well on the seat.
Do you know if they're gonna do the game on Friday in any case?
I have absolutely zero clue.
So Eri has finished with an official time of 1 hour, 29 minutes and 31 seconds. After that, Gem has forfeited this race.
Yeah, now they will go up to the German channel and do their interview commentary. Yeah, sure. And
they're gonna watch the replay and comment on their plays.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But as I said, this is probably going to be a bit of a faster seed than on Monday. It's not a super fast seed by all means, but I mean, even Gem with his double dips actually would have been quite fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So meanwhile, let's keep the meme up. What did you have for dinner today?
Oh, we had some barbecue pork and some potatoes and some mushrooms filled with cheese.
Oh, sounds nice.
You know, with that nice weather.
Oh yeah.
And on your end?
Oh, I made myself some delicious burgers.
No Mettbrötchen. I'm disappointed.
Well, it's met in some kind of way. But just a little bit grilled. But yeah.
I think that's a bit of a far stretch, but...
Yeah. It still was very delicious.
I believe you. So, whoever wants to hang out with us for a bit, we're gonna have Eri come and join us as soon as they're done on the German side.
Yeah, I guess I guess Gem won't come to the interview today.
I mean, he probably did not have his best day with how the seed played out for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you have to double dip so much, and just like, you know, then you go back to Pendant Thieves Town to get the item that only sends you back to Pendant Swamp from all items you could have got. I mean, it's so bitter.
Oh, absolutely.
So pet seed next.
Yeah, then no pocket change. Maybe you will have the bow, or maybe even the ice rod. That would be very, very trolly.
I feel like it always gets worse for the run. Like for Gem at least, it got even worse. And you don't even think after a full clear seed, like on Monday, it can get worse. But it did.
Oh yeah. But well, skipping the last progression item was a little bit unlucky there.
You can't blame him. He found Bombos. He knew he needed that for Ice Palace, and then he also found Quake right after.
Yeah. I mean, I see that play a lot from a lot of runners. But it's always a very hard decision to leave behind 2 items.
Do you even leave items behind?
Nope. Absolutely not, and that's why I always lose. I don't want to have the chance to last locate like something like Hera basement. Like if I had the fire source there, I would definitely have checked that Hera basement.
Yeah, that was open as well. Nobody went there. I'm sad. I forgot about that.
Aww, sorry for that.
Maybe our shovel was there.
Yeah. The shovel.
I mean, in all fairness, we don't actually know. Like, the book is the only thing we really have no clue besides the shovel, because we know the mushroom is in purple chest.
Yep,
And
Easter
the rest of
was
the
in pot.
items. The rest of that is the runners found, and maybe not the same runner, but well, we know where they are.
Yep.
And we just missed one shield upgrade, I think, because one was in the library.
Yeah, I think so.
So that was also just rupees now. No, well, it would not be rupees, but I count it as rupees now. So we actually have found a lot of things in the short time.
Oh yeah. I mean, the start was a little bit of a struggle with the widely spread items, but in the end, it was actually pretty fast. Yeah.
I mean, it's always like when your major progression item is in Agina's cave, it's always a weird seed.
Oh yeah. No doubt about it.
Because like what, 90% of all runners gonna last location that?
I did yesterday on the daily. Well, it wasn't last location, but very close to last location. And it was the Zamaria on it. I went to do a very lot of bad decisions, like full clearing, Pendant Desert, Zora area, which was completely dead. Early Pendant, Eastern Dip, and something like that. But yeah.
Also, ironically, since you said we might never need the hook shot, not only was all the major progression in the back of Swamp, the bow also was in hookshot cave.
Yeah, everything was behind the hookshot. I mean, even the bow, Gem could have got the bow, but Swamp, absolutely impossible for him.
It was basically the key item of this scene.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm blind, pendant blind, of all places.
Who doesn't love to see that? Like everybody hates to see that.
I mean, I'm very torn about the back of Thieves Town with 2 items, you know. I think it's a bit like if I have the mids, I might skip it because I get back so fast.
Yeah. And I think they are done very soonly with the interview. So Eri will join us very soon. And said and done, there he is. GG, Eri.
GG.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
How do you feel today?
Yeah.
A lot better than Monday, I suppose. I mean, Light World was a little bit iffy. I really didn't feel good, like, until finding the Moon Pearl and going to the Dark World. So it's best that we don't talk about everything that happened in Hera and Death Mountain and all that stuff, where I was farming for bombs, farming for magic, and just had awful routing. And instead, we're just going to look at the perfect Thieves Town play and everything that came after that, and where I actually played well.
I mean, definitely that Thieves Town play was a big win. From that point on, you were just straight ahead, and I mean, for us and for chat, I think we all could see how much better you felt compared to Monday. You were just like on fire as soon, especially after you got the boots. I know you love your boots, but I think it looked like you had much more fun.
Yes, I mean that's usually the case. The game is just so much more fun with boots. A lot of people advocate for just having boots from the start. I'm not sure if that's a good idea because it makes routing a lot more straightforward, and there's less risks for making certain routing choices. But just by sheer fun, I just want boots every single, like, just from the start.
Oh yeah, I absolutely feel that.
I mean, they made it a lot easier with having a boots in, so it's actually easier to find them than it was before, and I think that's maybe already enough. I mean, I like the tough decisions you have to make sometimes. That's why we're playing rando and not just
exactly.
normal NMGs.
I mean, I don't mind that. We can also just have an NMG tournament again. And I would be happy, but yeah, I mean, this is rando. We just have to deal with it and try to. I'll just have to hunt for them every seed, and that's fun as well. It makes finding them even more satisfying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're not alone with this. If you see other runners, like for example PKR, she also is so hungry for the boots all the time. It's always fun to see. I mean, for runners like us, when we're not like that good, especially with NMD strats, we hope the boots come late, so we don't get that much of a disadvantage. But I love seeing you play with boots. It's always just a pleasure to watch, and for us and for chat.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, especially after Swamp, I think execution-wise it was really good. I had like a slightly sloppy GT, and of course, it's a bit more difficult with Master Sword compared to Tempered, but luckily, like all my plays in Soda Rock worked out. Luckily, Tempered was just on Laser Bridge. I wouldn't feel super confident with Master Sword Cannon, but like everything up until GT was solid enough that I felt pretty ahead after Swamp.
I mean, we didn't even notice you struggled with GT since we kind of forgot the big guessing game and talked about that, and poof, you are done with the gauntlet, so that's there.
No, it went super fast. I mean, you blinked twice and you were up. That was really... I think you had to watch very closely to see you, like, have anything iffy happening there. Besides, when you picked up that blue potion, I was like, see, it's not gonna happen the same thing as on Monday now.
Oh yeah.
I needed it.
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah, I see you like Ganon lately. You know, some Ganon hacks. I'm not sure why, but I don't know.
Like, lately I've been doing a new strat on Ganon on when he goes to the far left, where I dash into the fire ring and just dash through him every single time. But then I was afraid I would get the same problem as I did on Monday, where I didn't do ice armors, so the arc variable would be different, yada yada. The bats would spawn in a different location, and then I would get destroyed again. So this time I was like, okay, let's just do the old strat and just slash him from the bottom, and then I got hit anyway. So that didn't really make much of a difference. But I could have grabbed the cape, I could have used the cape, I could have just used the potion. I think the potion was faster in the end, and I just needed to potentially tank another hit. I didn't take the hit in the end, so I didn't actually need to use it. But better safe than sorry this time.
It's also what happens every time you take the safety potion. You don't take a hit.
Yeah.
You don't take it, you die. You take it, you don't get hit. It's weird. But with that, you had a little bit more confidence, I think. Didn't worry about it too much and just went for it, and it went well. So I guess that's that.
Yeah, I think it helped that in general I just felt a lot better about the seed, because I figured that Gem wouldn't do Pendant Thieves down. Like, he would probably do the front four and then do something else. Like, depending on whether maybe he didn't do Skullwoods yet, and then he would just leave and do Skullwoods and then go to the east, or he just maybe plays a bit riskier instead and does Swamp or Pod. I wasn't really sure, but I knew that once I found the hook and I found progression in the back of Swamp, I knew that I was ahead despite my early game. So there was a combination of events that just made me feel better about the seed, and then just not making a single wrong decision afterwards just, gave me that energy to perform, I guess.
Yeah, and you actually called it exactly how Gem did it. He did the four chests in the front, went to Skywood, then actually checked pots.
Yeah, he went east and then to pot. No.
No, first Swamp and then pot. He was in Eastern before he even got.
No, he went east side, Dark World.
Yeah, of course.
And then Swamp, and then it was so bitter. I mean, I really felt a bit sorry for him because, like, since you did the God play on this, you one time Thieves Town, one time Swamp, and then one time Pod. All dungeons Gem had to go in twice.
Yeah, I mean, it really is also the reason why I did Thieves Town, right? Because it was the only dungeon I could actually full clear. And I only had 3 overworld locations left, being Graveyard Ledge, Catfish Pyramid. Those are just take such a long time. I'm already here, so I might as well just finish it. It's probably a pretty low percentage play. I'm not sure if it's the right decision, but in this match I didn't feel good about my Light World. I felt like I need to do something. I only got 2 items in the front. If I found 3 items in the front, then it would have been a lot tougher for me to decide to finish Thieves Town. But yeah, considering how it all worked out, it couldn't really be any better.
Absolutely.
So since we're gonna see you guys play again, are you still going on for the match on Friday, or are you rescheduling now since you start a new best of 3?
As far as I know, it's just going to be on Friday. I haven't asked Gem yet, but considering it's already scheduled, I think we might as well do it, unless it's bothersome with front page business. I'm not sure how that works. So I think the admins will reach out to us for a potential 4th and 5th game, of course. But as far as I know, it's just going to be Friday, same time, and we'll see how that one goes. I mean, I did like first phase Gem now, and now we're through to the actual final boss. So maybe he just powers up and completely obliterates me.
Yeah, so Gem 1 down, Gem 2 left. Let's go. You can do it.
So we had 2 hours, now we had 1:30. Are we gonna see a 1 hour speed seed then on Friday?
Oh, I hope not, because like routing wise, Gem just outplays me, and you don't get a 1 hour seed without just routing perfectly. So I personally prefer the full clear seeds, unless we find boots super late, of course, because that gives me the execution advantage. But we'll see. I mean, like, this was fine. I had fun with this. It doesn't need to be much faster.
Do you say that after God routing this seed, especially after you enter the Dark World?
I'm not sure how much I was behind, but I felt really bad. Like
barely, actually.
Okay, because I fell in Spectral Rock Cave, I fell on Hera Bomb Jump, my Kakariko routing was absolutely disastrous because I just wanted to activate Flute instead of just saving quitting and doing Kakariko from the south. I don't know what I was doing. Like on the high side, I was like, oh man, I'm making all these wrong plays, and...
Well, I think Jim got as excited about the Flute as you did and did the exact same thing and right into, and then you both were there without bombs. And then he tried to see if like race game or so check that first, and then also fluted to look at the dam and thing. I mean, you basically did the same things, and then you got the mirror a bit faster, but you skipped out on the moon pearl, so you had to go back to east afterwards. But Gem already went up to the mountain to find nothing. I mean, it's really, there was not much we were talking about. Basically, at that point, it was just you getting the moon pearl out of Eastern was the only time that you were behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was like... Yeah, I mean, it was like a minute maybe. So it wasn't that much.
Okay, yeah, then it was mostly just filling the 2 bomb jumps that set me behind at that point. I really thought routing-wise I messed up badly, but that makes me feel a little bit better.
No, but there's really not much of a difference. I think Jem also could skip the Houlihan room because he did Uncle first and got like 501 rupee in total.
Oh, yeah. I also did that, that's right. I was a little bit greedy. I could have done other stuff first, but again, we were so low on bombs and magic, so I didn't really feel confident doing any combat-related things. So that just made me more unsure about everything I did, and that probably played a bit into my decisions.
I mean, it was a weird light world for sure. I mean, you both did just things in random order, really, because no bombs, no magic, no choices, really.
Yeah, nothing worked out. Like, we found nothing until the mirror in Agina, and then, okay, sure, fine, we'll go to Death Mountain. I actually never turned in the old man this seed. That was pretty fun. I don't think I've ever done that before.
Well, Jem did that without any guidance in the dark room and fell down. And he actually went up there without the mirror first, so yeah, there was that.
Yeah, okay, so that would probably be the same time loss as just falling down the hole, because you have to save and quit anyway and just do it from the start again. So, okay, that's pretty interesting.
Yes,
Light World was pretty cool, but it's not something I personally like routing-wise. But sorry, go ahead.
No, but I think if you have your major progression lying in Agina's cave, then most runners will have a weird routing the whole light world, because that's what most people check last, or very close to last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I were running against Wayne this seed, I probably would have gotten destroyed, because he usually does Agina really early. And I think with the flute, it's defensible to do it. Like, just as soon as you would do Ice Rod Cave, for example, because flute to 6, trick ledge, do Agina is, like, doesn't take that long. So I maybe could have done it earlier, but again, we had the whole bomb situation, and everything was just awkward, so we'll have to see how we do that next seed.
Yes, but one thing we can at least take away from this is that you actually know your opponent really well. With the decision he made, you were on point with all your guesses, so we're very excited to see more of you two racing, just because it is really exciting. You're both, of course, really good, so that's always nice for us, and you make very different but very good decisions that just sometimes pay off and not. So GG again, and thank you for racing for us and having us stream this, and good luck on Friday if this game.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else you want to say?
Well, as always, just thank you so much for restreaming, commentary, tracking, and supporting. I'm really glad about today. I had a PB in NMG earlier today, and then I won this race, so I don't think it could be better. I'm just grateful for everything, and I hope to see you guys again on Friday. Thank you very much.
Really on fire today, for sure. Then I want to thank Wolfie, of course, for commentating with me, and Charline for tracking. And we hope to see the next race on Friday, as it was scheduled now, which would be at 3 p.m. EST and 9 p.m. here in Central European time. And besides that, I think we can wish you all a good night or good day, depending on your time zone. And that should be it from our side.
Yep.
Wolfie, do you have something to add?
No, it was, as always, a pleasure to work with you. I always have a lot of fun talking about food and stuff, so yeah, it was fun, and same thing as she said. Good night, have a nice day, and see you on Friday.